Alright, so just look at this motherfucker's cut in Boruto. This shit made him look so lame. I'ma just let it sink in how terrible this haircut is. But there was once a time where Gaara didn't look like your lesbian maths teacher, and he looked hard as fuck. The tuning exams. I mean, we all remember how Gaara pulled up on Sasuke. He did not need to be doing all of that, but he still did it though. Can you imagine if he pulled up like that with that ass haircut he got in Boruto? That's the moment ruined. So he comes through and he's like, Kankuro, what the fuck are you doing, bro? And then Kankuro starts shaking in his boots like he's fucking Michael J. Fox. And then Gaara calls him an embarrassment to the entire village before he could even speak. Like, damn, bro, that's your brother right there. Stop showing out in front of the hoes. When those two eventually come down from the tree, Sasuke starts trying to riz Gaara up, talking about, what's your name? Nah, not you, bitch, that little redhead over there. Sasuke really had infinite hoes, and he never succumbed under the pressure. It's a real dude right there. Yeah, I'm Gaara of the motherfucking desert. I'm interested in you too. Damn, the double-ended glaze is crazy. Just fucking box, man. Gaara would have beat the out of Sasuke if they fought right here. I mean, we remember what Rock Lee did to Sasuke, and we'll get to what happened to Rock Lee later. But anyway, after the written part of the tuning exams where Gaara was literally spawning eyes out of thin air, yeah, eyes, like he's straight out of regular show or some shit. We get to the Forest of Death where Gaara starts dropping bodies left, right, and center. The motherfucker said they looked at me the wrong way, so they're gonna die. Are we serious, my guy? Is that what we're killing people for nowadays? Yeah, remind me to not go anywhere near Gaara. I'm surprised a guy like Gaara was working with Orochimaru if he's murdering people for looking at him funny. Like, Didimaru's always looking like he's trying to claim some cheats or some shit. How was Gaara letting that slide? Back to the Forest of Death though, this motherfucker starts raining some spikes down thinking it's some ultimate finishing move, but Gaara just completely stands still and his sand blocks everything for him. Who the fuck is this guy, man? Then the guy who attacked him hears some words that absolutely nobody wants to hear from a guy who ends people for looking at him funny. Let's make it rain blood instead. Man, chill the fuck out, Gaara. And whilst all of this is happening, fucking Kiba is spectating the entire thing. Damn, imagine being those three guys and seeing Kiba's bum ass watching you get annihilated. I would be so mad. And I know Shino and Hinata were there as well, but slandering them ain't funny. Boom, sand coffin to your dome. And if you get hit by an attack called sand coffin, yeah, I'm afraid you're not surviving. Gaara started talking mad shit after hitting that attack. Listen to this.
All I have to do is cover your big mouth and you'll be dead. But that would be too easy and too boring.
Yeah, there's no reason for this guy to be freely roaming the streets. Somebody please pack this man up. Since he didn't want him to die a boring death, Gaara lobbed him in the air and detonated that shit everywhere. Nice little alley-oop to himself. And then he had the audacity to whip out a whole ass umbrella so the remains didn't stain him. You simply cannot tell me there's another being in the verse with more aura than a guy who pulls some ridiculous stunt like that. I mean, what the f***? These two pussies see their friend die and they're like, nah, I'm good on that, bro, see you later. But Gaara was never gonna let that shit slide. We have to remember, they looked at him funny. They gotta die. So he completely folds their shit like a piece of paper, no time wasted. He had to be some sort of necromancer, man. This behavior is uncalled for. And then to top it off, he's like, nah, that ain't enough. And they start staring at Kiba's team. I'm gonna lie, I don't even remember their team number. They were the worst squad ever. Kankuro tries stopping him and sorry, but this scene has me dying. Gaara literally says to his own brother, losers can't tell me what to do. Get out of my way or I'll kill you. Imagine getting bitched by your younger brother like that. Kankuro was really taking L's before Gaara met Naruto, man. He's like fucking Derek Chisora. He would not listen to Kankuro at all. It took Temari screaming at him to not attack, and that was just on a one-time basis. Tuning exam Gaara had to be stopped. Gaara's really lucky for real though, because if Kiba had to whip out Fang over Fang, yeah, Gaara was done so. I heard that was the attack Hashirama used to beat Madara. After the Forest of Death though, we have the tuning exam prelims, and Gaara was still tweaking. At least he didn't have that shitty Boruto haircut though. Motherfucker was scratching his neck like a white girl who just lost her vape watching the rest of the rounds. Like, chill out. But when it came to his turn, he was against the kid from Stranger Things, Mr. Rock Lee himself. And let me tell you, Gaara thought this shit was gonna be a cakewalk. Not gonna lie, so did I. Lee was going at him front, back, and side, but Gaara's defense was like prime AC Milan. Absolutely nothing was getting past this man. Block, block, block. Gaara grabs hold of Lee's leg. BAM! Oh, that wall taste, Vector. Lee has no chance in this situation until my glorious king, my guy himself, tells him, just lock in, bro. Lee starts going ham on this ketchup dip McDonald's chicken nugget. Look at this shit. He giving it to him like there's no tomorrow. Pause. Okay, you know what I meant. You know what I meant. And Gaara is just befuddled that he can actually be touched. Like, look at his face. He really thought he was Kiba. But then in classic Gaara style, he starts tweaking off that 2CB. This is some shit straight out of a horror movie, man. This man will murder you for absolutely no reason at all. Lee goes at him again and just starts beating the out of him again. This shit was looking like John Jones versus fucking Beetlejuice. And then he brings out the nastiest front lotus I've ever seen and drops him right on his motherfucking dome. At this point, everyone thinks Gaara's fucked. Like, look at Shikamaru's high ass. Even he knows what the fuck is going on. But it turns out Gaara faked him out like he was Prime D-Wade and he was actually behind him trying to tickle his feet. Freaky motherfucker. Let's not lie here. We were all thinking Gaara's gotta be like Kage level while watching this. He was fucking busted. So Gaara starts mauling Lee. Boom, you on the floor. Boom, taste the ceiling. Boom, hit the wall. But Lee keeps on fucking going. I don't know about you guys, but if I was even in the vicinity of this little demon, I'm evacuating at least 2 countries away from him. You'll catch me in fucking Russia before you catch me near Gaara. But what's this, huh? Oh yeah, Lee opens the 4th gate. An insane power boost, and once again, he hit Gaara up, down. He started bouncing Gaara around like he was a fucking basketball, and he doesn't stop there. No. 5th gate open. Take this haymaker, you redhead bitch. And I know what you're thinking after this. Surely Gaara is fucked. No, he's somehow still conscious, and instead of trying to recover and heal himself like a normal person, he goes directly for Lee and uses Sand Coffin again, which, if there's any move you don't want to be hit by, it's some shit called Sand Coffin. Gaara's really about to kill this guy. He must have looked at him funny, I guess. So Guy has to step in and stop that shit from happening, which Gaara is pissed about. This kid really had violence in his blood. I think it's fair to say Gaara was a serial killer. His ass was complaining to Guy because he saved Lee's life. Still less of a crime of what they did to his haircut in Boruto. And then Gaara just walks off on some nonchalant shit. He had to let everyone in that motherfucking arena know not to run a fade with him. Even though I with Gaara once he turned good, I still think this version of Gaara is the best because he was just scary as shit. He could back it up as well, and his cut was better than that shit in Boruto. Okay, I'm sorry, that's the last time I'm saying it. Yeah, that's all I got to talk about today. Gaara was a fucking demon back in the day. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. If you don't, I'll low-key use
Sand Coffin on you.
Alright, peace out.